Welcome to the Woodlands High School in the Woodlands, Texas, for another meeting of crosstown rivals. The state's number 21 ranked Lady Highlanders play host to the Lady Cavaliers from College Park. The Lady Cavaliers need a win to move into first place in District 14 5A, and are led by Alexia Sanders, a top Division I prospect. The district-leading Lady Highlanders feature UT commit 6'4" Kelsey Lang in the center, and Nicole DeMarco, who has developed into a dangerous shooting guard. The Cavaliers jumped out to an early 7-0 lead. Here Alexia Sanders draws a crowd and finds Elaine Hurtado alone for the bucket. And again on transition, Leah Brakefield kicks it out to Sanders in the corner, and she drives, opening the lane for Brakefield, and it's a 7-point lead. But here come the Highlanders in transition as Emily Gautier gets the outlet underneath to put the Highlanders on the board. Then Nia DeMarco gets a steal and takes it to the baseline and to the hoop for her first points of the night. 7-4 Cavs. And Nia DeMarco in transition drives the lane but dumps it to Alexis Heathcock for the easy bucket. And the Highlanders close to within 2 at the quarter point. But then the Cavs would disappear for a while. Here, Ia DeMarco passes up on a 3, but gets it back on the wing and finds this one to her liking, giving the Highlanders their first lead. Kelsey Lang gets an assist in getting the quick jumper to fall, and the Highlanders are up by 5. When freshman Peyton Walker gets a pair of free throws, the Highlanders had scored 11 unanswered points. Finally, Alexis Sanders gets the ball in the low post and picks up the only 2 points the Cavs would score in the period. Ia DeMarco adds another 3 with an assist from Katie Burke, and it's 21-12. She would score 12 in the period, here taking it end-to-end for the bucket. The Lady Highlanders outscored the Cavs 20-2 in the second period and silencing the Cavs' side of the house. College Park needs to have a short memory, forgetting the second quarter, and start with some energy. And Alexia Sanders provides it as she calmly pops for the 3. And next trip, Amaris Hollis sees Sanders alone again on the wing, and she decides to do it again. Meanwhile, the Highlanders were scoring inside as Lang hits a 10-footer. She would get 13 on the night. And Emily Gautier works the low post past Ashley Harrison for the bucket. But the third period would belong to the Lady Cavs, and they took control on both ends of the court while the Highlanders could not capitalize on their chances. Sanders sees an opening and deflects Ia DeMarco's pass into the hands of Cami Schaefer, who feeds Uma Rajagopalan, and she handles it alone, beating Lang to the spot for 2. With Sanders' 14-point third-quarter performance, the Lady Cavs closed to within 6 with 3 minutes to go. Kristen Mahoney knew where Corey Dyer was hiding, and Dyer finishes. But the Cavs would score 9 of the next 11 points. Hollis gives an assist to Ashley Harrison, and her 3 makes it 39-34. Then Sanders deflects the pass again, and here they come. Sanders gets it back and sees Harrison again, and she makes it a 1-point game. Gauthier hustles into position in transition and gets the pass from Mahoney. Good. 42-38. Then down by 3 with 10 seconds to go, the Cavs go to their money, and Alexia Sanders nails the tray, and the Lady Cavs stay alive to play another 4 minutes. Wow. A 16-point comeback in the second half. Can they keep the momentum going long enough? The Highlanders strike first with Gauthier getting the assist from Mahoney. Then Sanders answers back with a jumper from the free throw line. Tied. And with the Highlanders running, Gauthier gets another assist from Mahoney to go up by 2. Then Mahoney serves up another, this time to Ia DeMarco, and she gets 2 of her team-high 21 points. Highlanders by 4. But here come the Cavs again. First it's Cami Schaefer with her only basket of the night for 3. Then it's Schaefer with the rebound. An outlet pass to Sanders. And she goes over Lang. Sanders leads all scorers with 32 points. Lady Cavs lead by 1 with 30 seconds to go. Then in transition, it's Mahoney again, finding the UT commit Kelsey Lang underneath to go ahead for good with 22 seconds to go. The Lady Cavs ran out of answers, and the Lady Highlanders remain in sole possession of first place in Division 14 5A.
Right, because, I mean, for them, you know, winning this game means they're in first place. And so we knew that they were going to come in with an emotional charge. And when you get the ball to Alexia and she makes 2 3-pointers in a row, then all of a sudden something that you thought was out of reach suddenly becomes reachable. And, you know, emotional swings are a huge deal in basketball. You know, you got to stop that run and get the ball back on your end and do something good with it. And we missed a couple chippies, and that made the difference in making that game close. Well, we need to execute instructions a little bit better, okay? Show a little bit more growth and calmness under stress so that we don't make critical mistakes in close games. But we're also going to take away that it doesn't really matter what happened all the way up to that point. It's the last couple seconds and finishing a shot and finishing a free throw that are going to make the difference. I'm just real proud of the kids. I mean, they could have gotten scared and, given that game up. There were a couple times when we were behind and they didn't. They fought back, and that's a huge lesson to go into the playoffs with.